Yo, I'm in bed. It's like about to be like 6 in the morning. I really been up all night, and it's not about to be a long video or nothing. But I was just on my YouTube. I haven't, recorded any videos like this. Really looked back on anything that I used to do back in 2020, which was like 2 years ago. But I was looking at that video that I titled "What Is You So Worried For?" And around that time I was getting a lot of like bashing because people thought I was worshiping the devil or into like this new age spirituality, which there was aspects of it that I may have took from, not even aspects of new age spirituality. Really the only thing I was doing was veganism, which I've been wanting to do. That I felt like that was very important. Fasting, being outside a lot. That really was it. But as I'm watching the video, a lot I was speaking on was God and, appreciation and love and the power that love has. And the reason I bring that up is because, one, even back then I didn't realize it, how much God was really with me and speaking through me. But he was. And I think he did kind of stop me for a while because, I could have went down a certain route, but I've always just been so bent on, I'm not about to just listen to somebody. I need to know, regardless of what it was, spirituality, religion, Christianity, Buddha, whatever. I wasn't about to just be like, yeah, this is what's said, so this is right, But he was with me, and that was 2 years ago, and I'll sit. These past 2 years of me not being on, YouTube or doing anything YouTube related has been a struggle. I've gone through a lot this past 2 years, which I'm not gonna vent on. Everyone's had a life has been a lot since 2020, and if you're viewing this, I love you, and congratulations for being here, being alive. There's been a lot of suicides. There's been a lot of murders. There's been a lot of rapes. There's been a lot of school shootings and just a lot of wickedness and chaos because all of this stuff is all over the place. But like I was saying, like, I remember just how I was viewed back then. And I began to take on other people's point of view of me, and it kind of put me in a bubble of, because even outside of that, there was people who thought I was, just wouldn't understand me, and a lot of the part of that is I'm not very verbal about a lot. I'm not very verbal about a lot. I'm not very verbal about a lot because I believe that everything comes to light, but also I like to, there's partialities to it. Like, a reason is that, another reason is growing up, I felt I didn't have it felt kind of hard and difficult to speak about certain things, but also, even outside of all of that, I like to see people's trueness, people's genuineness, people what you will build around me and label me as, and not just me, just in general, like what'll be your realness without me inputting, you know what I mean, if that makes sense. And I treat a lot of things like that, and it got to the point where how other people were perceiving me and the things people were putting on me and the bashing and just the me feeling alone all the time and all of that, I just fought through it, and I stayed myself, and I tried to persevere and just really prosper, just sticking to me and what I truly felt I was. And for the most part, I've maintained myself, but I have felt and have been feeling a character slip or shift, or which is fine. Growth requires destruction. So there's nothing wrong with that. But the biggest message here is just, I guess with all that being said, is just stay focused, believe in yourself, and take note, take note, whether that's taking note of the atmosphere around you, taking note of your mind, taking note of, because you need to be able to recollect whatever is going on with yourself. If I'm just sitting up, I'm still currently going through a lot. I recently, I'm not gonna vent, but I decided I'm not gonna mourn, and I'm just gonna try and stay focused through the pain. And I watched that video back, and just hearing myself talk, I felt like I was listening to a whole new different person, because the image I built around myself was not that. But that's what I was. That's who I was. And, it isn't this whole big thing that I just was like, oh my gosh, wow. Because I remember recording it. I remember being me back then. I remember who I was, and I know who I am. But there's just been a lot of confusion and a lot of distraction and a lot of, me falling into the sin that I've, equipped it for myself. Stay focused. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Continue to understand that you do not understand. You don't understand everything. You don't know everything. You will never know everything. There has been billions of lives and souls before you. I can't tell you what happens when you die. I'm here. I can't tell you what happens before, humans were created. I'm here with you, and everyone has their own opinions, but like I was saying in that video, stick to love, man. Stick to appreciation and positivity. And even I checked myself watching that video. I'm like, dang, a lot of this stuff I'm speaking on, I need to hear, and there's a benefit of that. And like I said, I'm not gonna let this video go too long. I really just wanted to, I felt like I had to speak, and I feel like there is things that I didn't bring up that I wanted to, but it's fine. Just the main things. Believe in yourself. Don't let other people's projections define you, and don't let your worries and your pain or whatever you feel like you've been doing wrong define you. Because at the end of the day, what is in your heart defines you. What is in your soul defines you. What happens when you're angry? What happens when you're in a chaotic situation? What happens when you're afraid? What happens when you're annoyed? How you react in all these scenarios when you've been disappointed is your real self, your character. That is who you are. So if when those things happen, you feel just this overwhelming whatever, and you just feel like you turn into this, check yourself. Check yourself. And even if you don't turn into a new person in those situations, everyone can grow, and everyone has something they can tweak. If you're with somebody and you don't fully understand them, appreciate them, love them, respect them, and have patience. And that's the same thing I was speaking on in that video. And it's a lot of things in life are easier said than done. And as you grow and as I grow, things become clouded. And one thing I've always preached is the world's job, literal job, the devil's literal job, is deterring you from your truth and who you are, and confusing you and trying to see if it can win. But you gotta understand, you are in the world. The world is not in you. Peace, love.